Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Skylar Dykstra.
And I'm Heather Dykstra.
Today we met up with the Lone Peak Four-Wheelers in Farron, Utah, and we are exploring the Swell.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here, you guys. We love Jeeping in general, and you can most often find us with Dirty Adventure Crew, but we never miss an opportunity to wheel with Lone Peak Four-Wheelers. It's an amazing group of people. We're excited to have so much fun out on trail today, and the weather is beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better group to be out here with.
The Lone Peak Four-Wheelers has been a Jeep club for over, I guess, almost 35 years now. And I joined them way back because we used to go out by ourselves, discovering that that was a very dangerous thing to do. And so we decided to join the club so that we could have people to rely on in case we got into trouble.
We're sort of one of the smaller clubs in the Salt Lake, Utah County areas. A lot of our membership has got a lot of experience out in these trails and stuff, and so 4 or 5 years ago when my wife and I started Jeeping, that's what we were attracted to, and we really felt like we were mentored in, and so now we feel like it's time to give back.
Just the knowledge of these guys sit in a planning meeting where they say, well, we take trail 27, it joins 29, loops over to 34, we come back out of here, we can have lunch here, there's room to park. The knowledge that comes from all these years of these guys doing these trails is astounding. To be out with a group where if you have an issue with your Jeep, you know you're not by yourself, you're not going to get stranded, and there's somebody knows that you're there and can get you back home. We have little kids that are out here seeing all this stuff for the first time. They're learning the history. Hopefully they'll bring their kids here.
Lone Peak Four-Wheelers is a great place to learn. It's a great place to be out all over the state, and it's a great place to really hone some skills. Lone Peak Four-Wheelers community page is on Facebook, so just check us out on Facebook, Lone Peak 4 Wheelers. We have monthly meetings, and then we have monthly trail rides that we go on following that monthly meeting.
One of the great things about coming out with a club like this is the people in the group are full of a wealth of knowledge, and every now and then we can find a fun interest point to come check out, like these Spanish crosses.
The Swell is full of amazing things to discover, but while we make our way down to Slipper Arch, why don't you go check out our first story? Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Skylar.
And I'm Heather.
We are out in the San Rafael Swell. We are at the Slipper Arch right now.
Absolutely. San Rafael Swell is so beautiful, you guys. If you haven't had a chance to come out here, it's definitely worth the drive. I like to say, I always tease him, it's like another world out here. It's every corner you come around, there's a different terrain, something different to look at. It's so many beautiful sights to see.
I totally agree. There's so many things to see out here. It is amazing and worth coming.
We're out east of Farron, Utah, here in the San Rafael Swell. Today we're doing Fix It Pass for my first time. The club's done it a bunch of times. This is in the same area as Devil's Racetrack, Eva Conover.
Yeah, one of the places that we like to drop by on our way here is the Spanish crosses. The Spanish crosses were created by Father Domingos 200-something years ago. He was trying to find a route through this area, and so he carved little crosses into the rock. And North Coalwash has some nice features. One of those, of course, is Slipper Arch. It's always been a real fun place to go. If you get up on top of one of these other trails and you look down at it, and it looks just like a giant slipper. And I guess that's how it got its name.
I think it's just that it changes around every corner. You're in the bottom of it, you're up on top of it, you're looking down into it. It's just such a vast area. Sometimes we're in sand, sometimes we're in red dirt, sometimes we're in jagged cliffs. The whole thing is just an amazing piece from one end to the other, and it's different every time you go through it. Makes a big, just makes a great day, makes it a good, fun family activity to get out here and get away from the world.
I think that this is such a unique place to come. It has things that you find in national parks, and it's just beautiful. And you can come out here in the winter time. Summertime is a little bit hotter, but It's just an amazing place to come.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure.
We made it to Fix It Pass.
That we did.
What do you think?
I saw you struggling there a little bit coming up that.
Okay, well, I was just showing you the way. I want to make it simple for you.
Oh yeah, you usually do, huh?
All right, guys, we're having a great time out here, and we want to keep having a great time. So for those of you who don't know, there's a lot going on with plans to try to restrict access to these areas, and we don't want that to happen. So how you can get involved is get educated on what BLM's plans are for these areas, use these areas, and when you do, submit comments and photos letting them know how much you enjoy it, what it means to your family, so that we can continue enjoying this for years to come.
No matter what vehicle you use or how you recreate outdoors, we are all part of the same family. It is time for off-roaders to unite for this fight.
Absolutely.
BLM wants pertinent information per trail. You can't just write a letter and say, I don't want it closed because I like to go there. You have to get specialized to which area that you use, which trails you use. They want really precise information about how it impacts you. A certain trail that your family's done for 20 years, that becomes a personal connection with you, but a blanket comment just doesn't cut it for them. You know, my ancestors traveled through 9 Mile Canyon on horseback and wagon hauling giltonite. And to go up through that place and see all the petroglyphs that my grandfather would have seen, the old buildings are still there, the corrals are still there. You know, that's our history. And we need to keep that in mind, that it's all still out here to visit. Well, I'm a big guy. I can't hike these areas. There are so many areas that people would never see if they couldn't get in here on a motorized vehicle. Petroglyphs, pictographs, all this history that's recorded in here. You know, these trails have to be open for search and rescue, for fire, mining, cattle raising. We see all kinds of uses out here. The ranchers seem to be as open with people using it as anybody. They've got signs on their gates, please close my gate. They don't say keep out, they say close the gate, leave the gate open.
So it's important for not only for people to be out and enjoy these places, to have personal experiences with them, but also to make comments to the effect of what we do when we're out here, why this needs to remain open, why we enjoy it, emphasize the importance of our being able to come out and do some recreation out here. If we don't act, if we don't comment, if we don't participate in this process, we're guaranteed to lose. Therefore, we have to say something. We must be doing these things.
While recreating out on trail responsibly is one of the best things you can do to help keep these areas open, the BLM has an open comment period going right now regarding potential closure of the San Rafael Swell area. So what you guys can do to help prevent that is go to this website, submit a substantial comment explaining why the area is important to you. So if you've ever been out here, it's important to you and your family, get on there, share your story, share the why, so we can help keep these areas open. Now, if you don't know what a substantial comment is or how to submit one, you can go to this website for an easy how-to to ensure your voice is heard. In the meantime, let's check out this next story.
Welcome back to AYL. We are having an amazing time today exploring the Swell.
We are, for sure. It's beautiful out here. And remember, folks, if we want to keep having these good times, get involved and submit your comments to the BLM so we can keep the good times rolling.
But before you do, check out next week's show. We had a great day today out here with Lone Peak four-wheelers and the San Rafael Swell. One thing you guys can do though, you need to get out on the trails As you know, we are in the battle to lose these trails, so we need you to get out, travel the trails, and stay in touch with what BLM is doing with it.
Absolutely. And remember, there's adventure around every corner.
All you gotta do is get out and find your own. At your leisure.